They'll be calling you a radical. Wait till you see this. I mean, as far as Rick Perry has lost his fucking mind. Who knew, comrades? Fuck, it's 1980, Soviet Union. You don't think the United States of fucking Soviet Union? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is real. So is this. It's 1979. We're going to boycott them fucking Olympics for invading Afghanistan. Let's see, we've been there for 16, no, 17. Fuck, 2 decades. We'll never leave. So that, oh my God, you cannot believe this. So Rick Perry's on CNBC this afternoon. Oh, fuck. I can't believe it with that scumbag. I mean, one of my goals in life is to fight Ted Nugent. You know, my father was killed. So many people go, I would have went, but he pissed and shit his pants. I probably would have killed. He's a fucking weasel coward. Well, my other is to fight Joe Kernan. I hate that fucking guy. He's a creep. So he's still on CNBC, this wannabe fucking on his knees piece of shit, interviewing Rick Perry. I thought Rick Perry was a gas guy. Huh. So he's at his private, so this is not a government summit. He's asked point blank, well, we're going to go, number one, right into, we need to promote nuclear energy. Clean nuclear energy. We need to really promote small nuclear reactors. What the fuck? Clean? Now, know this. The Energy Solutions merger, which is under antitrust lawsuit, that's him. So, this fucking rat, I mean, it's so corrupt. You know, Flynn, when he's Flynn was with Jill Stein. There's your green. With Jill Stein in Russia. It's been exposed. It's all fucking backdoor plutonium fucking. Do you know about MIAC? Fuck, there's a lot of money in nuclear waste. It's all the new. We have sugar wars, molasses fucking wars, cocaine cowboys. Now we got plutonium fucking wars. Monetized. Rick Perry's in on it. Up to fucking here. And the merger down there, so they bought the fucking pit next to Carlsbad, New Mexico, w.i.p.p, where all the nuclear waste. Remember the Moxville? Coming back? What didn't blow up in the jet stream kills come back through Savannah River. Think of the Savannah River. Now they're saying $29 billion. In fucking 1980s, early 90s, the contract on America, they told us this was going to be $455 million. We have magic revitrification. Fucking the DOE themselves. I mean, if you don't think Trump's Obama, you're a fool. Trump's fucking DOE, I mean, they're mirror. You thought you got something new? Same old, same old. Fucking, it's identical. Fucking permitted. Ernest Moxie fuel up there speaking to you or fucking promoting this nuclear fucking lie through the government tax fucking dime. All fucking roads lead because they get the money up front. Think about this business model. Same as the Olympic business model. IOC. Think about the IOC. Which the IAEA and the IOC, you can look it up. It's cash industry. They're both the same. What's the IAEA in Vienna? International Atomic Energy Association, which hijacked the UN. Fucking run the world. That's who's running the fuck cover up Fukushima. So as Fukushima's ongoing, fucking killing the Pacific Ocean, then I'll get to these fucking Copper River numbers. Comrades. When in Rome. When in Rome. I've been dressing like this for the last little while. You know, if you ain't noticed, and everybody's like, what are you doing? When in Rome. 1979, the Soviet Union fucking redistribution. Well, you commies, you know, I'll tell you who the commies are, the far right, radical right. They're commies. The fucking right, fucking, the Republican wing of the fucking, this far right radicals, Alex Jones and gang, are commies. Why? Look at the budget. Slash everything and just throw everything to the military industrialized complex. That's what they did. That's what they did, the commies. Remember? Worked out fucking nice. Militarism, fucking pathetic. So, I mean, this, you gotta watch this. You will fucking throw up. Fuck, it's unbelievable. To the fucking salmon numbers. So the Copper River right now is running at 33% of the 2015 number. Last year's was horrible. They're running below last year's. We're getting deep into the season. 33%. So I talked to, I mean, I'm calling up there. Nobody will talk to me. Finally, I finally got a hold of one of the organ biologists today. And I talked to him and I'm like, so, I says, simple. You know how bad these numbers have come in. They're way below your projections, whatever. So you've got to have a reason. You can't just say, I'm mystified, I'm puzzled, I'm baffled, I'm stumped. That ain't going to cut it anymore. I mean, this is the fucking spring run came in at 55% on the Bonneville, and all the other rivers came in at fucking 10, 12%. Some of those fucking rivers are fucking coming in at 1%, less than 1%. By the way, the Fraser, right now, update, has 10 springers in it and 1 steelhead. You heard me right. Ha! That's extinction. Over. So I asked them, they're like, yeah, it's the ocean. You know, their pasture, they call it. It ain't pasture. It's toxic. I says, okay, so what caused it? Why is the ocean toxic? Don't give me this dry, and don't give me, you know, the escapement thing, because I can show you the numbers right here. And I says, these spring Chinook go to sea for 5 years, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what he told me, which I know. I says, okay. So your projections, I mean, are blown all to hell. I mean, your projection for 2017, originally 2 years ago, for the spring run alone was 300,000. You just came in at 100,000. And these things mirror, the Copper River's mirroring the same thing. Coming in 33% of 2015's number, not even 2016. They're coming in at 20% of projected now. Record escapement, record. So I says, yeah, the ocean's poison. Okay, why? You know, why is it poison? We don't know. I said, what do you mean? Don't give me this acidification, I told him and taught, because if you're going to say that, because I'm the first guy that started reporting, you can physically see the plume. What poisoned it? You know, you can't say too hot, too cold. I mean, it's been colder than normal for almost 2 years now. What the fuck? So I ran my thesis by him. I says, well, I was nice. I says, how much of this do you attribute to the meltdowns of Fukushima, Japan? You know what he said to me? Good question. And he acknowledged it for the first time, these guys. Good question. And I says, well, here's my thesis, I told him. You know, and I've been on this from the one, and I says, I've been right and you were wrong. Everybody else was fucking wrong. Everybody that pulled back was wrong. I was right. You know, I says, look, it's going to, Fukushima, they're just going to lie and they're going to cover up. They're going to push into the Pacific. You can say, stand right here. I'll put the videos up I was doing the day it happened. I mean, my favorite video I did on April 4th when I found out, because I was getting Hillary Clinton's emails linked to me in early 20. They were leaked to me, and I was reading them online. And I'm like, oh my God, they're dumping fucking plutonium into the Pacific Ocean. Nobody knew that. I took a lot of risk reporting that. I reported that. You know, I reported, I mean, here's the video. I mean, I'll tag the video right on the top. So, my thesis is plutonium, F you comrades. And by the way, it's safer to live in Tokyo than it is in Eugene, Oregon, or Portland. I mean, you build I want you to build a bonfire. Okay, with the wind blowing, which the wind 99% of the time blows out across the Pacific and the ocean currents. By the way, it doesn't even matter the wind because they dump water on it and put it into the ocean. So it's all about the ocean current, the California current, the Japanese current. Oh, it's a bathtub. That's why that bridge made it to Eugene in 7 days. So I read my whole thesis by him. I said, well, I named it plutonium. It created this energy and gas. They just covered up. Continue to push it in, continue to push it in. And I says, I understand the thesis of them covering up the whole thing, covering up because they didn't want to put panic and fucking crash the economy. And I told him my story about the CMA. When I was in California, the CMA in 2013, right after I'd come out of the bone marrow transplant center, I says, the head of the CMA made a statement about Fukushima, California Medical Association, their powerhouse. And then he backed off, and I mean, just completely backed. So I went to their headquarters and I fucking asked them. They wouldn't go on camera with me. And I asked them straight up, why? And you know what he told me? This is the head of the AMA, or CMA. He told me, he says, yeah, when all these doctors on this board found out how much real estate value they had and what was going to happen, they zipped up on this real fast. There's your answer why it was covered up. But why to this extent? Now, I mean, everybody knows now. The frogs have been boiled nicely. It took that time. So I ran my whole thesis by him. I says, they dump the energy, they cover it to protect the nuclear energy, to protect the nuclear industry, the nuclear energy crime family, protect it. They just dump it, dump it, dump it, dump it. And then the salmon went to 5 years, and this gas broke the luminescence. It broke the chain. You know, it's the ecology. It killed the luminescence, broke the krill, broke the shrimp, the anchovies, sardines collapsed, then the salmon collapsed, then, you know, the whole chain, which is... And I ran this whole thing by him, and I says, it's hard to argue with my hypothesis. Look, great PhDs do this. They hypothesize, which I did. It's going to fucking just what I just said. Fuck, they're going to pour in the ocean. They're going to lie. They're going to cover up. They're going to genocide the Pacific Ocean. Fucking in 2016, 2017, when the salmon come back, they're going to fucking epically collapse. And nobody would listen to me. I thought I was fucking crazy. Oh boy, was I fucking right. Then I do the work. Right down to fucking leukemia, open heart fucking surgery, the whole fucking works. Going to give you leukemia, I got leukemia. You can't argue with me anymore. So, I do the work. That's what PhDs do. Then you defend your fucking work. So now the burden becomes on the other side. You're defending your work, okay. Nobody believed me even fucking 6 months ago. This is going to collapse. Everybody's laughing at me. I'm the only fucker on earth that fucking hypothesized this exactly cute. Fucking, I mean, I timed it to the fucking, just like that, because I understood how long these salmon went. I knew this was the smoking gun, so prove me wrong. This is the greatest PhD in human history, and you think about why no fucking marine biologists or nobody's taken this fucking opportunity, the greatest fucking PhD in human history. Why? Why? Because they got the golden handcuffs. These guys control the information, and fucking the nuclear industry is bought off academia. I mean, they just bought off Ohio State again the other day, a couple million. I mean, all these, and yet nobody breaks ranks. And if they do break ranks, where are they going to go? They're going to have to do what I do, and they're going to have to pay the price like I've paid. And I'll tell you what, this is a fucking price. Impoverished. I mean, they stripped everything away, including my insurance. University took my PhD, took my undergraduate, took my fucking MBA. I had the first MBA from the #1 school of business in the fucking country. I had it because I fucking did the teaching for them, and it was awarded. I mean, they took it all from me because I'm anti-nuclear, University of General Electric. That's the price you pay. Ask Aaron Swartz. That's what he was doing, fucking downloading PhDs. They capture the information. So what? Of course they're not going to do it. You want to end up like me? Your fucking heart ripped out? Full of fucking leukemia? Fucking impoverished, broke, fucking having to fucking use a YouTube site for fucking, you know? They're not going to do that. Plus, they're lazy and fucking, you know, this takes hard work. You think about me dancing through those typos with a bad air valve with play that counts in the 30. I mean, you think about what I've fucking, I want you to really think about what I've done in the last 6 years. It's staggering. It's fucking unbelievable. No one single human being could possibly do this. Well, I fucking did it. So, I'm talking to him and I'm like, that's my hypothesis. And he listened to me. He was a nice guy. I liked him. And I says, so I think it's hard to argue with me that Fukushima is the major contributing factor. Now, I agree with other contributing factors. The ocean's all fucked up from the cruise liners, the tankers, you know, the slave goods come from China, the low-grade fuel, fucking dumping the fucking waste, you know, all of it. But this one, Fukushima's the major contributing. I mean, it's it. F you, Fuktonian. And I says, if any biologist or PhD or anybody wants to counter that argument, they have to counter it by telling me what it is. Because I've proved what it is. I proved it. I proved it. It's unarguable fucking proof. So they have to come back. Look, when we have a crash on this, look, we don't count dead whales, which is outrageous. How is there no PhD counting it? There's been more dead whales. It's just like this PhD went out when the fucking oarfish or the garfish in Catalina. I get oarfish and garfish. One's on the fucking Atlantic, one's on the fucking Pacific. Once in a lifetime, we found one at Catalina. 18 of them within fucking 1 year of that wash. 18! 100 years. More whales have washed up dead in the last fucking 3 years than the previous 300 combined on the fucking Pacific coast. That's a fact. You know, the anchovy collapse, the sardine collapse, the sea lions, you know, all this fucking collapse. Nobody's counting. How is that even possible? The greatest PhD opportunity. You mean to tell me all these young fucking masteral thesis, all these students ever, not fucking nobody's out fucking documenting the death of the fucking whale? Huh. One guy full of leukemia from Utah down there doing it? Huh. I mean, this crosses over. I mean, this is like 15. Forget that. This is like 200 PhDs. I did them all together. Document all the typos. That's me. Fuck U.S.S. Reagan, fucking defendant. Documenting that. That's me. Megan Rice breaking into Way 12, flying to fucking Oak Ridge, Tennessee. That's me. Energy Solutions, fighting with them, kicking them out. Fucking the Rick Perry fucking dynamic at WIP. That's me. The Savannah River explosion. There's some other people. I participated. That's not all my work. There's some other ones. The End of Point thing. There's some other ones, but I've worked with them. The San Onofre fuck. That's all me. Fucking the waste movement. That's me. Fucking PhDs. Fucking boom, 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 boom. So I tell this guy, so you have to tell me why. We always know when there's something acute. We could always figure it out scientifically. Whether it be lack of escapement, you know, a major fucking, some kind of problem, whatever. Something. Over gill netting, whatever. Over fit, whatever. Not this time. So you tell me. I want you to tell me, I told him. Tell me what it is. The burden lies on you now. All of you. I was right. I was right. The whole fucking time. I was right. And I proved that I was fucking right. This is unarguable fucking proof. I found these glasses in the tide pools in Carmel. Ooh, that fucking smell. Whiskey bottles and brand new cars. Dead oak tree in my fucking way. So, this is the only platform I've had. I've had to use it as the avant-garde, as the artist. I was smart enough in the beginning to understand this has nothing to do with view counts. Never has. This has to do with retention. That's how YouTube ranks. My retention rate's in the top 1,000th of 1%. Always has been. I know what I'm doing. I mean, the artist, the activist, the environmentalist, the fucking PhD, the fucking human fighting for his fucking life. Comrades. So I says, explain to me. The plume? What caused the plume? The toxic? What caused the toxic? You're going to tell me fucking drought? I can debunk that. Yeah. He understood. He says, that's a very good question. He says, you make a very good point. Because they have no fucking answer. Because Fukushima did it. You're not. It's like all these people say, oh, this whole Fukushima, you're all crazy about what? You're trying to tell me that Fukushima didn't happen? Oh, I'm asking you, fuck, Fukushima, what, it didn't happen? Oh, it fucking happened. You know, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock. I did lecture after lecture after lecture for decades saying that it was going to happen at Fukushima. They're sending it off for your fucking Diablo Canyon. They're building the Ring of Fire. Hello. By the way, thank you in North Korea. Excuse me, South Korea. Fuck North Korea. That fucking rat. South Korea. They fucking completely said, fuck you, get out. Taiwan said, fuck it. The nuclear's going to get out, but here's Rick Perry. We're going to go small. New skill. Understand the corruption. Rick Perry owns the pit in Texas. Right next to Carlsbad, New Mexico. And they say New Mexico, that's where all the waste is going. He's just like Bill Walmart Clinton, where the deer and the antelope fucking used to play. You can't even understand that. When he gave the bribe to fucking Ibakistan, Bukistan, Kakistan, I'm fucking G.O.P, fucking false equivalency, African American running for the fucking office. It becomes as natural as fucking occupying a bird refuge. Fucking, that's Oregon. All those deer and antelope dropped fucking dead. Then fucking right after that, they started detecting in the reindeer studies in Norway fucking heavy fucking doses. Because they tracked the fuck of them post-Chernobyl. I'll be in Vienna the fucking 15th of September. I'll be there for a couple weeks. I'm going to protest the IA because they're going to all be there. And I'm just, you know, I'm going to go at them about Fukushima. You know, I'm going to do it right this time. I'm going to be prepared. You know, I'm going to talk to them, make sure last time, you know, they detained me immediately, and I was in a box. It was tough, but I'll be ready this time, you know, and I'll have Austria fucking on my side, and I'll do, you know, I abide by the fucking laws. I'm a visitor, and you know, I'll do what they ask me to do, but they love fucking protesters over there. Activism is a career. They get it. Not here in the United States, and usually they kill us. So you watch this with Rick Perry, and you tell me Trump is not Obama. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. High five, Trump, first guy in there. Here's a golden driver. Let's go play golf. Obama played golf 1,500. That's all he did. He was good puppet bitch, good puppet bitch, good puppet bitch. That's all he was, a nuclear puppet bitch. Excellent. I got to tell you, I don't even know what Hanford is. You got Hanford to the east. You got Fukushima to the west. What's a salmon to do? So you can't argue with me anymore. The copper's running at 33% of 2015, at 25% of the fucking 2015, they project 2-3 years out in front. It's run at less than 20% of the 2015, 2017, because they do that on escapement. They know how many got out. Record escapement, right? Because this is one of the great success stories. That same with the Bonneville. The Willamette, 22,900 the other day. The fucking the Rogue, somebody says they're up to 300. 300 fish. The Fraser has 10. 10 springers and one fucking, I mean, the Stillhead, it's extinction. The Klamath, somebody told me today they had 516. What? That's fucking 99% collapse crossover. And, you know, they had record numbers on the Bonneville in 2015. They go to sea for 5 years. So you can go out and be the greatest PhD, and history will be on my side. And, you know, which is sad. I didn't want to be right, but I knew I was. I know what a nuclear meltdown is. And this is fucking thousands of Chernobyls, and I know what Chernobyl is. I know what the Nevada test site was. It killed. I watched my father die in the prime of his life. I watched Annika fucking drive. She's born in Ukraine in the prime of her life. Exposure to nuclear fallout. I watched the children of the atomic veterans in the prime of my life, healthy as fucking be attacked by leukemia. A survival fucking rate of less than 1%. Oh, I'm a fucking survivor. I mean, my aortic valve fucking replacement thing. Born with a heart defect. What a journey it's been, huh? Thank you to everybody who supported me. Thank you to everybody who stood by my side. Thank you. The people that have supported this story. That's why I like that GoFundMe page so much. You know, I have a PayPal there on my thing too, but I like it there so history can record people who sponsored and promoted this historic work. They weren't running over there throwing their money away to Greenpeace or Sierra Club. You know, and I've been so frugal with the money, and look how well I've done with it. It's been on a shoestring. Look what I've accomplished with 30 grand. You know, and I can't say how much I love everybody who's, you know, the cards and letters I got when I was in the hospital. The prayers that were said for me. You know, fuck, I was in critical condition for a long time. And, you know, I think it's hard to explain how extreme it was. Open heart surgery, fuck, that's so radical. That's so hardcore. But it's not the leukemia fight. It's not AML. I mean, it's hardcore for a while. I felt better than I felt probably my whole life now. I was a fucking distance runner. I ran the half mile and I was good. I think now, fuck, look what I was up against, because I'm hiked today and I'm like, oh my God. First time in my life I'm hiking around and I don't feel, you know, that pain. In my first time in my life. Thank you, nuclear industry. I'm like, oh my God, can I go? Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, at what point do you fight back? And I've tried everything, you know, Michelangelo. Yeah. Art is nothing but a form of communications. You know, it's new, it's intense, it's anti-neo-Yoko Dadaism, it's fucking, you know, it's performance art, it's visual, it's fucking, it has it all. But it's solid, it's concrete, and it's what matters. I've moved culture, undeniably. You know, the ripples, people fucking, you know, the Nyers fight. 24% of the United States population in 2012 was anti-nuclear energy. Last polls I seen were 54%. And so, you know, we're winning. California, get the fuck out. I mean, it's the easiest fucking thing in the world. So, I mean, these are scumbags. And Rick Perry makes this statement. So, you can't argue with me. The Great Pacific Genocide. It's the greatest PhD in fucking human history. And that's just the way it is. Though my mind is not for rent. Don't put me down as fucking arrogant. My mind is not for rent for any fucking government. Comrades. Fucking 1980. So, I stood on the statue in front of the fucking White House. You know, there's thousands of people that watched it. Video after video. With this Russian hack, climbed the statue on November 5th, 2016. The Russians have occupied the White House. They will never leave. Interviews all over. They're everywhere. Clintongrad, Clintongrad, Trumpgrad, Clintongrad. I thought Hillary would win, but I had a hunch that maybe Trump wouldn't. I knew they were the same. By the way, they're cousins. Do you know Hillary and Trump are cousins? Look it up. Jonah Bonaparte, they're fucking London Liz. It's the same fucking Nazis from fucking Bavaria. They're all the same family, same old theme. 1916. Comrades! Right wing, left wing, you fucking commies. Fucking Alex Jones is a commie. You're communist. The right wing fucking party is hardcore communist. They're communists. Redistribution of wealth, fucking the Soviet Union. Militarism pay. How nice is they've invented ISIS. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to fucking Iraq to get Cheney in front of a big old sack. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Fucking how nice is they've invented fucking ISIS. Boogeyman takes a lot of fucking fear to fucking feed this beast. Pay the Dragon Slayer. Pay the Dragon. London Liz. Thank you, good royal subjects. Thank you, good royal subjects. Fucking comrades. We're going to boycott them 1980 Olympics. Those fucking Russians avoided Afghanistan. Violating their rights. We're boycotting. Let's see. We've been there how long, comrade? Let's see. We avoided fucking Afghanistan. We're the fucking biggest military beast ever. We're so all our redistribution wealth. You seen the debt lately? You seen it? You seen it? Let's leave the interest rate at 0. Look up the participation rate, comrade. By the way, Putin's impoverished. Fucking, you know, you think he's a commoner from St. Petersburg? He's Nikolai's bloodline. You look it up. The Romanov, the fucking Russian royal family. I want you to Google that. I want you to Google who the heir is through the DNA. They found Anastasia's bone pile. They dipped it, you know. They did a fucking worldwide. Prince Harry. Thank you, comrades. The greatest PhD in human history. Though my mind is not for rent to any fucking government. Don't put me down as fucking arrogant. It's just the way it is. I was right the whole fucking time. And this salmon collapse proves I was right, because we don't count dead sea lions. We don't count dead anchovies. We don't count dead, we count fucking salmon. to the fucking salmon. Greatest fucking collapse like this. Something happened. So prove me wrong, fuckers. Prove me fucking wrong. I challenge every PhD, every denier, every fucking academician, every nuclear fucking rock. I challenge every one. Prove me wrong. You can't. Stay tuned.